Imagine the terror of death that does not end with the grave. In the Roman mind, to live was to be remembered. To be forgotten was the true final annihilation. Damnatio Memoriae was not just a simple execution. No, it was a forensic scrubbing of a human soul from the fabric of reality. It was a haunting, state-sponsored gaslighting of the future. Imagine waking up to the sounds of hammers against the city walls, knowing that as your blood cools, every record of your laughter, every decree you sign, and every monument to your existence is being systematically pulverized into dust. It's the horror of being unexisted, of having your face chiseled off a family portrait until you are nothing but a flat, gray smudge. A ghost denied even the dignity of a name. This wasn't just about removing a person, no. It was about mutilating the memory of everyone who had ever knew them. It was a violent, public amputation of history. When the Senate decreed this condemnation of memory, they were telling the citizens that, their eyes just deceived them, that the man that they had cheered for in the streets had never truly been there. There is a primal, existential dread in seeing a bronze statue, once a symbol of absolute power, toppled and dragged through the mud to be melted down into chamber pots.
Excuse me.
You in the back. Questions?
Yeah, sorry, but this is Bio 305. This must be the wrong lecture hall? Maybe?
Okay.
It is 3:30 now. Actually, you guys got there a little late since you had to do all that. It is when 3:30 rolls around, Mull, in the car, you got a text from Dr. Irene Kramer saying he has made his appointment.
Do you think that should I just text her back and say, how does he look? Or do you think we just show up?
You know, if he's there for an appointment, he's not been doing well. I don't want to spook him. Maybe just ask her, like, is he stable? Is now a good time?
Yeah, I think I text back, is he stable looking?
Yeah, you get a text back. It says, stable, yes, see me after appointment, 4:30.
I just send back, okay.
Can we real quick look around to see, since we we did like the tracking thing with Department of Transportation, like, do I see a vehicle that has his license plate?
Parked right out front is his maroon car.
Okay.
That has a make and model for sure.
You can tell me if I wouldn't have this, but as part of my intro, when I said I air tagged all of my trainees and made them like do a certain number.
Yeah.
Can I throw that in his?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
In his vehicle? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
How are you getting it into the vehicle?
You know, I think I kind of like look around to see if there's anyone walking. I nonchalantly walk over, and then I don't know, maybe use my pocket knife to like pop the gas door open. I unscrew the gas cap, stick it in like the top. You know how the gas cap has like the little like plastic ring? I like stick it in there and maybe just like, I don't know, use my gum to, or whatever. Basically just stick it in the gas cap somehow, put the gas cap back on, close the thing, and
yeah. Fucking around with the gas lid. That won't ever, have any problems. Sure.
What does the parking lot look like? Are there a lot of people in there? Like, do you think we could potentially look into his car without being noticed, and is it parked
No, this is street parking. You are parked behind his car. No, you aren't parked at all. You're on
We're on foot.
on two legs.
Do you think should we try to look in his car, Moorison, or do you want to just? What do you want to do? I'm happy to ambush the guy. I don't feel like that's gonna work super well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we ambush him. Directives are we need to find out who he's working with, what he's doing, and talk to him. Theoretically, we do need to capture, but I don't know as jumping a guy in broad daylight outside a clinic is necessarily a good way to go about things.
Kramer had said that she felt like this was maybe a neutral territory for him. So we could also do it that way. My concern is that I think all my shit's going to fall apart immediately there because, I don't have any actual police stuff to back any of that up.
Yeah, maybe we ask her if she can talk to him about answering some questions for us after their appointment's done. Because us just busting into his therapy appointment's probably not going to go well either.
Oh, yeah, I don't think that's going to work whatsoever.
Okay.
I have a feeling he's going to get somewhat aggressive if we approach really in any manner from what from talking with Kramer.
Could I get alertness from both of you?
As a 67 on, I'm pretty sure.
Check that box, Mull.
Yep. It's a pass.
91 on a 21.
Check that box. Moorison, while you guys are talking, there's a guy been watching you. He's a guy in a ratty sweatshirt. He's wearing really torn up tennis shoes. He's got really long, stringy, greasy hair. He looks like maybe he's unhoused. He's got a really scraggly beard, and he's been looking at you this whole time.
How far away is he?
Half a block.
Okay. Is there something I can just step behind to break his line of sight?
Yeah. You can step behind this car.
Okay. Yeah, I do that. And then I wait for 30 seconds to see if he comes.
Yeah, he does.
Does he come?
He does. He walks up to Mull now that Mull is standing alone.
I step back out and I say, "Hey, friend, see something you like?"
Yeah, man. Listen, you gotta listen to me, man. I had a dream. I think I've been having it for a long time now, but I had it last night again. I only remembered it now, but I was supposed to come here, and when I come here, I can kill everyone. And when I do that, I feel better in the dream, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And can I do an ocular pat down search?
He pulls out a gun.
Okay.
Ooh, let's do this. Could I, with a human, do you think I could get a sense of, is this brandishing a weapon with the idea that he's just going to, has he committed to shooting is really, I think, my question, quite honestly. That's a 62 on a fucking 60. Okay, well, never.
Want to spend that luck?
I'd already spent my one luck.
Damn shame.
It really, truly is.
You wanna do human, Jimmy?
Sure. Mine's really poor, but I can try.
He pulls it out of his hoodie front pocket. Yeah, he's holding a gun now, saying I've been alone. I was supposed to use this, but I don't want to.
I think we see Mull say, "Hey, friend, I know that you're probably going through something. I've been there before. I think it's really important to think through what you're about to do. We actually work pretty closely with some of our mental health associates here outside of this clinic. We're pretty interested in helping people out. I'd be interested in hearing what's making you feel this way."
Can you make the dream stop?
That's possible, but this violence isn't going to stop it. What's going to stop it is talking about it. And I think it's you and I, and maybe my friend over here, who should sit down and put that gun down.
Wait.
73 on an 80. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, he reaches the gun out towards you.
Friend, is it all right if I take this gun from you? I don't want to take anything if you're not ready.
He nods.
Okay, I think I probably actually pull out the gun. I have a minimal amount of firearms. I guess I have a 40% on firearms.
I see you deliberating this, and I just take the gun from you.
There we go. kinda
remove all the
what I was thinking.
ammunition and just put it in my pack.
The safety was off. This guy had it off in his pocket.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're happy to help, friend. We're actually here to meet with Dr. Kramer, who is a therapist, so you've come to the right place.
Do you think that we could set you up with her, maybe? She could get you talking?
No, I'm gonna go home.
Before you go, tell us a little bit about these dreams. Do you think talking about it would help get it out?
Told you, the dream's the same every time. I come here, I take the gun out, and I kill everyone. It's always the same. I live in Seattle. I spent my last few bucks getting ride shares over here because I knew that if I followed the dream, it'd be done. It's like, have you ever been stuck in a loop and you just know if you complete that one action, if you finish that one, if it just puts that last piece in place, it'll be over?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, it's that. Anyways, thanks.
Sure. Nice to meet you, Mark. I'm Chase.
Thanks, Chase.
Hull has walked away.
All right. How we feeling about that?
I'm
a
worried
really
he's
good
going to come
question.
back.
He kind of explicitly said he would, so...
Yeah.
Actually, I think as Hull is walking away, let me weigh out. I'm not very good at being somebody who's just like a giant dick, but that's how I wrote this guy. So I kind of feel like Hull, as he's walking away, would maybe try to take a picture of the guy, quite honestly, now that he's disarmed him. And feels like even if that were to piss him off, it would just he would just come like physically attack us. He knows we both are, or at least he knows he's carrying a weapon. Moorison, do you normally carry a weapon on you when
I currently
the
have
rifle?
3 weapons on me.
That's what I thought.
2
so
pistols,
I think he'd be pretty.
some knives.
I think he'd be pretty safe, feeling like we'll take care of this. Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I think I see you take the picture and I'm like, yeah, all I could think to do was pop him in the back of the head, but killing a guy in the middle of the street's probably not good. So, better idea.
Yeah, I liked what you were doing, but this is a little cleaner, I think.
Yeah. You gonna send that to the police?
Yeah, at some point, I guess. Maybe we can run it through like the FBI's, I don't know, something. He's like, I don't fucking know, man. I'm a corporate lawyer.
Cool if any of you were involved in the FBI.
Yeah. That's really unhelpful to be a non-agent person. So that's a good learning point.
Sorry.
Here.
Any of you.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah,
I think you
Lexus
suggested
Nexus.
it and we just chose to do different. So that's
That
on
is
us.
absolutely
I'm
true.
a biathlete.
Yeah.
Yep. I can ski really fast and shoot really well, and I don't know what the fuck else I do. All right, well, yeah, we should probably let the police know that this guy was planning to shoot up a clinic, so,
Yeah, we can maybe circle back on that after we finish talking with this, or figure out what's happening with Roger Douglas. Again, back to Roger Douglas. Did we? I'm honestly a little nervous. He's gonna have a freak out here.
he
if he
probably
sees
is.
us.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know about seeing us. He doesn't know who we are. But if we confront him about anything, so
He used to be with the program, and it seems
Thank you.
he's going around, doing program stuff. If he's got dementia, maybe he's trying to like complete some mission, or he thinks he's like, out on an opera or whatever. Maybe if we just convince the doctor to let us talk to him alone a little bit, and we tell him like, hey, look, man, we're all on the same team here. Maybe we can fix this together.
I'm happy to try that if you think it's gonna work. I'm a little more inclined just to let him go and watch what he does now that we've got a tracker on his car and that we know where he's going.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, but I'm happy to sit in a room with him and try to get some information from him if you think it would help.
Yeah. I think with just the two of us being here and us not having a car, probably not confronting him is the best way to go. We've got the tracker. We can find out where he went. We can get a little bit more information about what happened at his house whenever we talk to Magpie and Miles. And
we can follow up with Kramer. She said she wants to meet to talk.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we
know.
just hang out here, maybe, pop a squat in the waiting room or whatever, see what happens. And then after his appointment's done, we talk to the good doc.
I think Mull is looking for like one of the newspaper dispenser things so that he can have like a newspaper sitting up in front of him while he sits in the waiting room, just to kind of sit there. And then probably would just go in. I think I'd grab newspaper, be like, you okay just sitting here and waiting with me, Moorison?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The dream thing's weird. That guy was coming here to kill people. He said he was doing it because he had a dream. I'm kind of wondering if the girl at the gas station and the guy driving that F-150 in the park didn't maybe, have the same thing.
Hey, Jimmy, can I get a power check? Hey, Sam, can I get a power check?
17, which is a pass.
Love to hear it.
I kind of don't, but that's okay.
Oh, 24, which is a pass on my 40.
Awesome. Please proceed.
I do think that, quite honestly, Mull is like, hey, Moorison, I get it, but maybe try not to think too hard about this. We got 3 things we need to get done, and the more you think about it, the worse off you are. It's not like I've ever, thought my way out of one of these things. So I get what you're saying. I'm pretty happy that you're doing this, but I feel like that's the dangerous route to go down with all this.
Yeah, that's the advice I just gave Miles before they left, so maybe I should listen to myself. I
think we've got
I know I just
orders.
said I should follow my own advice, but I'm going to not follow it one more time. One of our objectives was to find out who he might be working with, and I don't think he's working with these people per se, but maybe the same thing that's happening to him is happening to them. Maybe there's a connection. Maybe we put a word into Madison and see if someone can track any, random acts of violence in other places around the area.
Okay. I think Mull, walks in.
Okay.
Honestly.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I follow you.
I mean, I think he gives you a nod, but I think Mull walks in.
Did I ever take the new cell phone back from whoever I gave it to?
I reckon you must have.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think you did.
Okay. Yeah, I probably just, while we're sitting there in the waiting room, I text Madison hey, put a word out for any acts of random violence. Let us know.
Yeah, like in the Seattle and the Chelan area. Yeah.
You get a thumbs up emoji.
What's the waiting room like? What's the clientele? Is it higher end, not so higher end, a mix? What do you think?
Well, it's not really, it's by appointment only, so there isn't really anyone waiting.
Okay.
You expect the next patient is going to be in shortly before their appointment, but you are halfway between sessions now, so it's just you.
Okay. Is there a front
but
desk?
it's a nice little place. It's cozy. There's no TV, but there are magazines next to comfy chairs.
Is there a front desk person that we would talk to?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything we'd actually want to know. Moorison, do you think there's anything we could glean from this? I don't. My sense is we should just sit here and kind of wait to see if we can get see him. And
Yeah, I was trying to think of the same thing. We've already got someone with a bunch of information who's waiting to talk to us and willing. I guess we should probably talk about our story. She already knows you. Yeah. Maybe I just sit out in the waiting room while you talk to her?
I mean, I'm happy if that's what you want to do. Happy to go in there by myself and talk with her. I could introduce you as my partner.
Yeah, let's do that. I think hopefully she'll take that.
Yeah, I think so. I was Officer Harrison, so.
Yeah, I'll be Officer Linus.
Nice. We gonna good cop, bad cop this situation or what?
Maybe we just try to normal it,
A little good cop goes a long way too.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Not sure you really know me then, Moorison. That's not really my style.
I know it's not. I'm asking you to try, bud.
Okay. I think he pulls out the paper and starts reading the paper, waiting to see if we can get a catch of Roger Douglas. I guess actually before we pause for that, I do think that he puts up the paper and then puts it down and he's like, is it crazy to not just fucking tackle this guy and take him with us? I mean, we had this, the whole thing was we were supposed to figure out what's happening with him. We have him in front of us. Is this...
Part of me wants to do that. Part of me also doesn't want to draw the attention of just tackling a guy in front of everyone. And what are we going to do with him? Drag him into his own car and drive off?
I think Mull literally just looks at you and nods. Yeah. Like, should we do that?
Yes.
It's 2 birds, 1 stone. No vehicle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. That's literally what I'm asking you here, Moorison. I feel like sometimes I make really stupid decisions, more so lately. So I'm just trying to get a gauge here of how stupid that is.
If we do that, we probably won't be able to talk to the doctor. If we tackle him, what's our story? He made a threatening move. Actually, I've got this extra gun. I could just plan on him. He's got a gun.
Oh, we could.
Now, I'm obviously the handler, but I have a question about your plan.
Okay.
Why aren't you just holding a gun to him and saying, get in the car?
Yeah, we could.
That seems too simple.
Are you actually going to tackle him?
It had crossed my mind to break into his car, sit in the back seat, and then when he gets in, just pop up and put the gun to the back of his head. But it's probably hard for 2 dudes to do that.
Yeah.
It did cross my mind that I do that while Mull stays here and talks to the doctor. But that further splits the party.
Does Moorison say that out loud?
Sure. Yeah.
Mull is like, what the fuck, dude? You were holding out on me? That sounds fucking awesome. Why aren't we doing that?
My man.
All right. Let's do it. I just stand up, and walk back out, and I'm not sure how I'm going to break into his car, though.
Roll criminology.
I don't have much in that.
To jimmy into his car in broad daylight.
Nope, I failed. 39.
Yeah, so you try the, coat hanger trick,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't have a coat hanger, so you thought maybe you could do it with a shoelace, but it's really not working.
Yeah,
It's
ineffectually
too
flopping.
soft.
He maybe have a second try to Jimmy the lock on account of his name is Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right, let's see.
Why not?
Give me a Jimmy squared.
Oh, fuck. That's a 6 on a 10.
Yeah, the shoelace really just needed persistence.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You just got to try again sometimes, honestly.
Just gotta try again.
Yeah, you had a little noose on the end of the shoelace, and you get it hooked around the lock tab,
Yeah.
and you're just as surprised as Mull that this works. You both look at each other like, oh,
Yeah. We high five.
Yeah.
give me
Freeze frame.
stealth, kind of retroactively.
Yeah.
You
56,
really want to pass
which
this.
is a pass.
Oh, good.
Yeah, 56 on 70.
So Mull is sort of leaning there and sort of stretching in front of he's got his newspaper, and somebody comes up. It's like, what's going on? He's like, nothing.
Yeah.
What's up with you?
I'm like, buy low, sell high. And I have my newspaper that I've
There you go.
unfolded.
Yeah, okay. Sure, you're in his car.
And I guess is the stealth to not only get in without being noticed, but to hide behind the seat so that he doesn't.
Sure.
Okay. Just this.
Do we just want? Okay, I'm glad that we totally changed the plan on Magpie and Miles. This is excellent. Am I going to be in there as well, or should I go and wait for him and follow him? What do we think? I'll say that in character. Moorison, looks like you're pretty snug back there. Do you think I should go back in and watch and wait for him, or I don't know if both of us are going to fit back there.
I could pop the trunk and you could hide back there.
Okay.
This does prevent us from talking to the doctor, though. So maybe you stay and talk to her.
I'll stay. I'll talk to the doctor. Yep, that's a good plan.
Nobody's in the trunk today, just to be clear.
No. Yeah, so I think Mull walks back into the place and just sits again with his newspaper and is watching. So,
All right. Yeah. 30 minutes tick by. The next appointment comes in. Moorison gets a text. It's from Irene Kramer. It says, come in.
Come in. I forward that text to Mull.
Or you got mics on. You just say now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, I think I get up and nonchalantly stride to the door with my best business power kind of posing and open up
How
the
does
door.
he keep it so casual?
Yeah, you
What's his
walk
secret?
into a room. It's got 3 large stuffed chairs. In one of them is a middle-aged woman, long black hair, and in the other is a rather scruffy man that you recognize as Roger Douglas. Hi, I'm Dr. Kramer. I believe we spoke on the phone. She stands up to shake your hand.
do you think she would go with?
The ultimate splitting the party, and
Yeah,
you
it really is.
have Roger Douglas.
Me. Hey, Dr. Kramer. It's good to meet you. And who do we have over here?
This is Roger.
Oh, Roger. Hi. And then I think I shake his hand. Is it okay if I sit down?
Yeah, please. Give me human, please.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out a way if I could human if she would like go along with a lie, but I feel like that's a little too complicated. 43 on a 60.
Roger is staring at you pretty intently.
Roger, it's I wanted to sit down with Dr. Kramer here and have a discussion with you. My number one goal here is to hear you out, and I hope that you understand that. It sounds like you're in a very difficult position, and we were called because people are worried about you, and I wanted to hear what was going on with you. I'm really here to help you with Dr. Kramer. What's been going on lately?
Nothing unusual.
Nothing unusual, huh?
Yeah.
Is Kramer responding or Douglas responding?
No, that's Douglas. Douglas says there's nothing unusual going on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you look like somebody I used to work with.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's
you get
that?
a lot?
I do. I kind of have one of those faces, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
People see. Who was that?
Just someone I used to work with. Yeah, you really remind. We should chat after this.
Sure. I'd love to chat right now. I'd kind of like to hear you. I know you said that nothing outside of the usual is happening for you.
No, I've been really sick. I got this thing going on, and he's looking at Irene. I've got this thing going on, and mental health and all that.
Yeah, mental health.
But it's more of the same.
It's more of the same.
Nothing has changed. Nothing unusual has happened. Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't be more help.
No, that's okay. I'm really trying to measure out, because although I have a lot of persuade and human and stuff, I do not feel like Agent Mull is particularly in tune with the emotional side of things, if that makes sense. He's far more like reading you for business reasons.
Sure.
So I think he can definitely get a sense that this person is not in a good space, but I really don't know how much he would feel comfortable delving into something like that without Kramer stepping in.
Yeah. Curiously, are there any reactions perhaps that Kramer has that betrays the
That's a good
significance of what Douglas is saying, right? Like a commentary on how normal things are.
Sure, yeah.
Or even could I get
yeah.
a sense of what Kramer's response to that is, right?
Kramer looks really surprised. Like really surprised.
I think then I may turn to Dr. Kramer and say, Dr. Kramer, do you feel like everything's been about status quo for him at this point?
Roger, you've been telling me about how much trouble you're in and how worried you are. And at this point, Roger is like shaking his head, like, no, shush, this is fine. And Roger says, okay, all right, listen, I'm not comfortable with this. I'm sorry. I'll talk to either one of you alone, but I'm not going to talk to both of you together. I'm sorry. This is too much.
Dr. Kramer, would it be okay if we sat here together a couple minutes? And Roger, if you're comfortable with that, I have some questions that quite honestly, I'd rather ask you alone, if that's okay. Dr. Kramer, if you step out, if you don't feel comfortable with Dr. Kramer, that's totally fine too. Hey.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be right on the other side of. Well, I'll be in the waiting room. Okay.
That sounds good. I think
I'll be able to hear if anybody yells. So.
I think when Kramer, Mull does not stand up. Mull's trying to very much portray like cool, like we're just hanging out. This is totally okay. Let's Kramer get out of the room. And the minute she's out, I think he takes a different stance. And that stance is he kind of leans forward. He puts his hands together, almost like conspiratorial with him is what he's trying to portray. And he's like, hey, Roger, I don't know what's going on with you, man. What I do know is that I've been in position where I've been worried about maybe people watching me, and I want to help you.
I know you, Mull.
You know me.
Yeah, man.
What do you mean?
I know you.
Okay.
We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go now. We gotta leave. Shit's fucked. You gotta... listen, you gotta come to my house. I have something to show you. Come with me.
I think with hearing Mull, knowing that he introduced himself as Officer Harrison, can I get a human on that, I guess, first off? And then,
go ahead.
But I do think he's 23 on my 60.
He is looking real weird.
Real twitchy and stuff.
He's acting weird and you don't like it. What are you looking to get from that human?
My main thing is, do I feel like he is going to imminently cause me harm? Or is...
no, but give me alertness.
Okay. Oh, a 3. Holy shit. Hell yeah.
3's not going to do it, oddly enough.
I think that if he does not feel like that he's an imminent harm with this guy, I think he is probably, and hearing his agent name, I think he's like, okay,
we gotta go. We gotta
go. I'm happy. You're taking me back to your place. Is that right?
Yeah, I'll drive. Come on.
Knowing that A, Moorison is in the backseat and B, Miles and Magpie are at the house currently, I think he feels pretty comfortable being like, let's fucking go back there, man. Like if some shit happens, we can do that. Yeah, that sounds good. Does Kramer know about this? And he kind of, swirls his finger.
Yes, to a degree.
Okay.
I gave her a dead man switch.
Okay.
If I die, certain information will be released, and I'm hopeful that it will help. I'll tell you more. We can't talk here.
Okay. With our can Moorison hear this, do you think, or do you think I'd have to like actively do something to get
You
Moorison?
would have had to actively do something, but I'll let you roll luck.
Okay. And really, I am not even sure what I want. That's a 16. So I'm like, part of me wants to say like stand down, Moorison, but another part of me is like, do you just fucking hide back there?
If I would assume the way these things probably function is like, I can't hear what he's saying, but I can hear what you're saying. And I could probably glean the gist of what's happening. I was thinking like, probably when you guys come get in the car, I would let him sit and I wouldn't like pop up, gun to his head and say anything. I would just point my pistol at the back of the seat, like roughly center mass, so that if he tries anything, I just blast him through the seat.
Okay.
Full insurance policy.
Yep.
Yeah. Roger, that sounds great. We're going to make it back to your car. I'll let you take me there, back to your place. It's safe there, right?
For now.
Okay. Let's do it. And then I think Mull gets up. And I think maybe in a show of knowing that with that human, he didn't see imminent danger, I think he's trying to portray to some degree like, okay, so he gets up first and starts walking and is like, let's go,
Roger comes with.
Cool. Okay. When Kramer is on the outside, I guess, I think I'm like, Dr. Kramer, Roger and I are going to go have a discussion about everything that's gone down. If you need to reach me, I'm happy to, anything. I want to keep Roger safe. I think this is probably the safest plan, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Well, if Roger is okay with this, then I am too. Okay.
And then I think we head to the car.
Roger gets in the front seat. Do you happen to remember what your stealth check was, Moorison?
It was...
it does not matter. I got a 96.
Okay.
It's not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Roger gets in the front seat, and as soon as the door shuts, he starts talking. He's talking about how like... so I set up Dead Man Switch. It will... There's too many heads, and I can't handle it on my own. I tried contacting the program, but you guys cut me off. I'm so glad you're here. I need your help. I'll show you everything. It's you. You need to trust me. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. I'll show you when we get there. And it was, you were there.
I think first, in a attempt at kind of empathy, Mull is repeating everything he's saying so that it gets broadcasted as much as possible to Miles and Magpie so that they know. You know what I mean? Like he's like, when he says something like that, he kind of puts it back over.
Oh, you made a dead man switch.
Yeah. Too many heads, you say, and we're heading back to your house, and you're going to show us that just so that everybody is on the same page with him.
It happened. It happened.
What do you mean? What do you mean when you say I was there? What's that
For
about?
High-Low Legacy. It was when it was there. It was there. You were there. And does Moorison pop up at all during this? Or are you just going to chill for the whole weird drive?
Just imagine how much weirder it gets if you show up.
I know. That's kind of what I'm like. I don't want to like spook him. Can I text Mull and be like, tell him I'm in the back seat? Be like, hey, I don't want you to freak out, but my partner's here too.
Yeah. Just so I guess full transparency here, because you have been pretty upfront with me. We have somebody else here with us. Another agent.
Are they in the car with you now?
They're here in the car with us. Another agent. We didn't know what to expect. You've been on these missions before. You've done these things. We did not know what to expect. I understand you were in a bad place, and we're truly trying to help you here. So I'm trying to be as transparent as I can with you, man. And then
hand slowly reaches up and he sees it in the rear view, and then I just wave.
Give me alertness again, Mull.
Something. Holy shit, a 16 on a 21.
Hell yeah. His hand went to his side very quickly.
I think Mull is like, he doesn't like move to like disarm him at all. He puts his hands like, I understand that this is scary, and I understand.
Who is it?
This is Agent Moorison behind me.
Okay. All right.
And I think probably at this point, Mull is at least has realized he can potentially use this to his advantage, actually, is what it is. So this is Agent Moorison. He's one of our guys. Yeah. You're aware? Yeah. Okay. So you know. Okay. Can you elaborate on that?
I'll tell you when we get there.
Got it.
What should we call you, Agent?
Liam.
Nice to meet you.
Who's got the burner phone?
I do. I do want to, while we're driving, because you'd done all the transactions with Kramer from that phone, so she thinks it's your phone. I want to text her something to the effect of,
he's dead.
Yeah, it's done.
Target's done. And then be like, whoops, wrong number.
Yeah. No, something along the lines of like, the materials that he left with you may be potentially dangerous. We'll send someone to pick them up as soon as possible.
You don't get a response.
Yeah, worried about that.
Yeah, you roll up to a house in front of a grade school. There's an orchard out back. He parks the car on the street instead of in the driveway.
What, if anything, do Agent Miles and I notice from the residents or nearabouts as they pull up?
Give me alertness from the basement.
Yeah. Is 89 good? Is that a good
Is
number
87
to roll?
good?
Not really.
Oh, that's surprising to me because that is what I just rolled.
Check that box.
Okay.
It's already checked for me. But
How about you? How's Miles doing?
87.
Sick.
Yeah. So I was thinking when we cut about or reading this Mother Hydra thing and putting together something about squid phosgene. Were there any sand costs for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nick, before you do that, could I have one thing I think I would like to do when we're getting out? In that period of time when he's like opening his door, and I'm imagining this, and Pedro, tell me if this is wrong. I imagine he gets out and beelines a little bit, waiting for us to come around. I do think that either myself or Moorison, I think I would just quickly say something like, can somebody call Kramer? And then like get out and try to like follow him around to be the lead, like his handler basically. Because I think that knowing that there was no response, I would want to make sure that like something catastrophic hasn't happened there.
Yeah,
With
sure.
Kramer, you mean?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Kramer, Dr.
Yeah.
Kramer.
Yeah, I call.
No answer.
Did we do the police scanner thing on this phone, or can I do that on this phone?
Sure, but you're downloading an app onto a phone while you're walking into this guy's house to have a conversation with him.
Yeah.
Hey, on our little private network, however we've been communicating through walkie-talkies and the like, has there been any heads up that these two are rolling our way?
Not yet.
Yeah, all right.
I thought, Sam, you said that you specifically
Oh,
like,
no,
talked
I would
that
be
back.
the whole time talking to him and
Okay. All right.
specifically
Yeah,
being
yeah.
what I would be saying is oh, so, in between his ramblings, it's
Roger,
oh, so you, Roger, you live out here,
While
huh?
we
So
find
this is how you
ourselves
get to
on
your house.
45th Street.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you made a left on and just going
Yeah.
through kind of that
Sure.
so you guys
Yes.
have an update.
So you guys are well aware.
Yeah, we'll be trying to wrap that up and get to an easy exit. If he's intent on coming slamming in, is there anything we've been elbows deep in the meantime searching?
Depends on if you opened that laptop or not.
Yeah, he
Nick,
would have
I-
open the laptop.
I interrupted your sand roll also, so sorry, Nick.
Yeah.
In which case, Nick, there's two things you notice about this. The first is there's a toggle switch manually installed on the side, drilled into the machine.
Does it say Hunter Biden anywhere on the side? It's just it's an important check, you'll understand.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know. When I see that, my alarm bells would go off. I'm paranoid about booby traps. My alertness or my
I'll let you
Quick.
roll computer science.
sure, yeah. Let's see, looking for under 60. Got a 65 over. So
You want to spend luck?
yeah, absolutely. I'll spend my luck. Yeah.
All right. That is positioned almost exactly over where a netbook's Wi-Fi card is.
Okay. Yeah. Is it off?
It is toggled to off.
While it's off, I'll open it.
You open it up. There's no login screen, just opens. You get a driver error. No Wi-Fi card detected.
I'll flip the switch.
The Wi-Fi turns on.
Crazy is that?
Yeah. And I'm assuming the computer starts up or no?
Computer was already
Oh,
on.
okay. Yeah.
I just sent a little zip file in the chat. If you want to unzip that somewhere on your computer and run the super sketchy looking index.html.
Yeah, in truth, for the record, I absolutely do not want to do this. But that's pretty
You do not have
fucking
to.
cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Ah.
I fucking love this.
Okay. Oh, wait, is this Miles knows Mandarin? So
I'm sorry, what?
yeah, he's Chinese language Mandarin.
You can just read this.
Let's see.
I don't know Mandarin, but when I clicked this button that just said English, it all magically popped into a language I could read.
Don't auto-translate that. Hey, wait.
Okay, I won't. It
My
literally
puzzle.
popped up. It was like, do you want to turn this into English? And I was like, yeah, why not?
My puzzle.
My puzzle.
Okay. So this is it's a magic method relying on gestures to summon memories.
Summon memories.
Yeah, my translator might be. Do you have an English translation yourself or?
That is, it is definitely not to summon memories.
Okay. All right. Regarding fuzzy memory, here I use a different translator. Memory is an illusion. The following is a magical method relying on hand gestures that may negate recollection. Vague memories require no material components, but the gestures must be extremely precise. Each gesture must be performed in the correct rhythm and beat, lasting the appropriate duration. The gesture must be completed within 7 seconds, passing through the head and flowing through the body. The first gesture is made out of reverence. The passage between memory and forgetting is the domain of Lykisothos. Therefore, we begin with a black right hand gesture, the sign of respect for the master. The most difficult part of this gesture is the index and ring fingers. The gesture must be held for less than a second. Huh. Do you want me to read this whole thing?
You can if you like.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the second gesture is to call upon the victim. You must address the victim verbally. You don't need to know their name, but you must address them verbally. Raise your hand to your shoulder height. Hold for 2 seconds, then make the gesture shown in the image. And it's holding down the ring finger. The third gesture is drawn from top to bottom, held for little over 3 seconds. Twist your wrist so that your palm is at a 50-degree angle to the ground. The last gesture is a sweep. It only lasts 1 second, and you must quickly flick your wrists. And that's it.
The top should be links to home. The rest of this is it appears to be a scrape of a Chinese blog about ritualism and various other.
Hell yeah.
But it doesn't seem to be
Hypergeometric gang signs is what we're
authored
getting at.
by Douglas
Hell
necessarily. Just practiced by him.
Yeah, okay. I'm definitely like taking notes down on this.
I'm going to need a sand check.
23 under.
Sounds good. So anyways, you're elbow deep in that when the front door opens.
Yeah. I would have gone to the backyard.
To do this?
Well, no, I guess I would have. I would have been in the kitchen in the back.
Okay,
So,
sure.
yeah.
Front door opens, and it's Roger Douglas, followed by Moorison and Mull.
Yeah, and I think you hear us loudly announcing ourselves, right? Like, again, me just repeating what he says in a quite a bit louder than probably what needs to be.
Well, you have a beautiful entryway.
Yeah.
What a lovely front door.
I mean,
Should
I would
take
just.
my shoes off? Sorry.
Yeah, I would just know that, like, it's, like, he's made a connection with you guys. And then just say, don't be alarmed. There are 2 other people here, and unless Magpie took off, I don't think he did. Then I'll step out.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to like talk over people, but I assumed when we like pulled up and parked and were walking to the house, either Mull or I would have told him like, hey, there's also
Yeah.
2 other agents in our cell. They're meeting us here.
Yeah, I think so. I think that at this point, I'm like sucked in enough that I think I'm probably just going to be upfront with him about it and be like, Miles and Magpie are in there, and we're going to just like let them know they're going to come out slowly.
Perhaps it's easiest to break it that way.
So,
Well, when he's got the 4 of you together, he detonates his vest. No.
I was like,
No,
holy
I'm
shit,
kidding.
hell
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Can we start again, or
Hell yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You lose.
Yeah, game over.
No,
That's good.
he goes over to a shelf with one of half a dozen banker boxes. It's like, you were there with me. We were there. We were there on the island for High-Low Legacy. The 4 of you and me. We went to San Juan Island for Operation Hilo Legacy. You got to remember
You're saying high-low legacy, is that right?
Hilo.
Hilo. Does this mean anything to me at all?
Do you look at he's trying to pass you like information, like printouts and shit from the banker's box. He's pressing it like into your hands.
Does he look? I don't know. I almost think I may pass it on to Moorison. I may be trying to do the talking and be like, Hilo Legacy. You say, yeah, let me more. And then he's just like, trying to like pass it back.
very
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, extremely interesting. What are you talking about exactly? Maybe I do remember that.
I think I
does
take all
anybody look at?
I think I take it and I don't. How much stuff is it? I mean, is it like a stack of papers or is it?
It's just tons of shit. The stuff at the top is about a murder on San Juan Island in 2020.
I mean, I probably, if there's any kind of like titles or if it, so this is me stealing a little bit from real life, but like we review a shit ton of medical records and you kind of get to the point where it's like you just know from like the format of the page, like, is this something
Useful
I care
or
about
not.
or not?
Standard
and like anytime
or
I get like,
standard.
yeah. And so
Yeah, you
if
can
it's
scan
just all
this.
like standard stuff, I'm like, Okay, this is just like police reports or whatever. Top page.
Police reports, it's news reports. It is about shit that happened on August 15th, 2020.
Okay.
And you're looking at it, and Roger's talking, and he's talking about how you guys were there with him, and you saw the thing, and you were there when she came here now, and you remember it. You were there for Operation Hilo Legacy. That happened. That existed. You went to San Juan Island in 2020 with, as he was introduced to you, Agent Liam. You recognize him. He's much worse for wear, but you met this man for 3 days in August of 2020.
This is a weird question, and I've never asked this, I think, before in a game. But can I human myself? Or like do a power roll on myself or whatever?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Sure.
Which do you want? Human?
Take your pick.
Okay.
Whatever's better.
I'll do POW because my human's terrible. So that's an 82, which is a fail. Fuck it. I'm going to spin my luck to human or power roll myself because I want to know what happens. So 28.
Yeah. This is a thing that happened to you and you forgot about it. It was ugly and bloody and terrible, and you forgot all about it until just now. And it's super fucked up that you didn't remember this. And the whole time he's talking about how, like, Lorelei Jackson died, and he's talking about all these mass violence events that every time he brings one up, it sparks a memory. But they did happen, they didn't happen, you don't remember them, but they did happen. He's got the news articles in front of you, but you kind of remember, but it wasn't a big deal at the time, but also 50 people died. And it was all over the news for a day, but maybe that's it.
Is it just Moorison's mentality that's getting tangled up in this?
Anybody looking at the papers who's experiencing this?
I do think that if Mull sees Moorison looking at the papers in distress, he's probably going to be like, A, not look at them, quite honestly, and B, look at Douglas and be like, hey man, what's going on? What the fuck is going on? I'm here, I'm listening to you. This doesn't look good. What the fuck is going on?
Moorison knows. Moorison knows what happened.
Yeah.
Moorison was there, you were there, Magpie was there, Miles was there, and Moorison can remember because he's looking at it right now.
Out of character, but my immediate thought is to pull a Doctor Who and get a magic marker and like write on my arm every time I remember the thing when I'm looking at it.
You're absolutely allowed to.
Okay. I assume I need to roll grip for this.
Absolutely.
Okay. That's a 3. I'm apparently very cool with what's happening.
You lose a point of grip.
Okay.
Is anyone else? Is
you
Moorison the
passing this?
only one looking at these?
I mean, Miles would definitely walk over there and start grabbing papers.
He's trying to pass these out to everyone.
Oh, yeah. I would grab them and start looking through
Mull
them.
just happens to be shunting them.
Yeah, Mull is, I think at some point watching reactions, Mull's like, you guys know how fucked up I am from that last mission we were on. I need you guys to let me know if I can look at this or not.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just going to keep an eye on Douglas.
No. And when he starts to hand it to other people, if I'm within my mind to do it, you can tell me. If not, Patrick, I start to like grab them from other people. I'm like, no, these are kind of weird. My sense is that what he's saying is true, and we need to, like, probably not look at these.
Do you not want everyone else to remember Operation Hilo Legacy?
I don't want them to go nuts. I guess, can I relate to them what I experience? I'm like, when I look at these,
absolutely,
I remember being there as though it happened, and I sat here for a minute with myself and asked myself, do I feel like this is true, or do I feel like it's a dream? And it feels like it's true. An authentic memory of a thing that happened. So if you guys want to look, you
recount
can.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, I would recount the events.
You recount the events of Operation Hilo Legacy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. then 2 things happen. The first thing that happens is I want a sand check from everyone.
11 under
27
critical
under.
success.
Holy shit, a fucking 24 under my
Hell
I
yeah.
think
Everyone
30
loses
38.
1 point of
Do
sanity.
love to see
All that nos holding you together.
Yeah.
yeah.
All that nos. And the second thing that happens is that we move into the second scenario of Damnatio Memoriae, which happens August 15th, 2020, and is the events of Operation High-Low
that
Legacy.
fucking rules. I
right.
fucking love that.
Love
Oh,
it.
That's what
yeah.
we'll do
Hell
next time.
yeah.
Well,
If there's time and you can tell me if not, I would probably also use the phone to like snap pictures of it and send them to Madison. And probably also ask,
Yeah.
like, do you have records that we were there? Because even though I
For sure.
know it happened,
Yeah.
I still am not. you
Yeah,
know.
you absolutely send those pictures and texts to Madison. You for sure blow up her life.